Welcome. Take a slow, deep breath in and gently let it out. Breathe in the quiet of the night and breathe out any tension from the day. You have reached the end of your day. Whatever happened today, whatever is waiting for you tomorrow, you can leave it all behind for now. This is your time to rest, your time to simply be. Close your eyes, or let them rest softly on the screen. There is nothing you need to do right now. Nowhere you need to be, just here. In this peaceful moment, let your shoulders drop, feel the weight of your body sinking comfortably into your bed. Your arms are heavy, your legs are relaxed. Every muscle is letting go. Listen to the silence around. The world outside is slowing down. The day is over, and the night has come. A gentle, quiet night. Tonight, we are going on a journey, far away from the noise of the city, far away from the bright lights and the busy streets. We are traveling to places where the night sky is still pure, where the darkness is not empty, but filled with the soft light of a million stars. Imagine standing under an open sky. The air is cool and clear. You look up, and the universe is waiting for you. We will visit the high, dry deserts of Chile, where the stars feel close enough to touch. We will travel to the silent, dark reserves of New Zealand, where the sky is a deep, endless ocean of light. We will hear ancient stories of a queen's sacrifice and trace the path of a comet that has traveled through time. But there is no need to remember any of this. You do not need to learn, or focus, or try. Just let the sound of my voice and the quiet atmosphere wash over you. If you drift away while we are traveling, that is perfectly fine. Sleep is the destination. The stars will keep watching over you while you rest. Take one more deep breath in and let it out slowly. The night is calm, the sky is open. Let us begin our journey under the stars.
We travel now across the world, moving quietly through the night. We arrive in a place where the earth seems to touch the sky. The Atacama Desert, in the north of Chile. Take a breath here. The air is different. It is cool, crisp, and incredibly dry. This is one of the driest places on our planet, a vast, silent landscape of sand, rock, and ancient dust. There is almost no moisture in the air, no clouds to hide the heavens, just an endless, open expanse above us. Listen to the silence. There are no city sounds here, no distant traffic, only the softest whisper of the wind brushing against the dry earth. You are safe here. In this quiet wilderness, let your breathing match the slow, steady rhythm of the desert. We are standing high above the sea. The ground beneath us is elevated, lifting us closer to the stars because we are so high and the air is so pure. The atmosphere is thin. There is nothing between you and the universe. This is why the greatest telescopes in the world are built here. They sit on silent mountaintops watching the dark sky. But tonight, you do not need a telescope. Your own eyes, resting softly, are enough. As the sun disappears behind the horizon, the true magic of Atacama begins. The darkness deepens. It is a rich, velvety black, and slowly the stars begin to appear. First, the brightest ones piercing the twilight, then dozens more, hundreds, millions. The sky becomes a canvas of pale, glowing dust. This is the southern hemisphere. If you live in the north, the sky here might look unfamiliar. The constellations you know are upside down or hidden away. Instead, new patterns emerge from the dark. Look toward the south. There, hanging quietly in the sky, is the Southern Cross, Crux. It is a small constellation, but it shines with a steady, reassuring light for centuries. Travelers and sailors have used these 4 stars to find their way across the oceans. Tonight, they can guide you into sleep. You do not need to navigate. You do not need to steer. Just let the light of the cross watch over you. And then there is the Milky Way, our home galaxy. In the dark skies of Atacama, the Milky Way does not look like a faint cloud. It looks like a glowing river flowing across the entire sky. A river made of billions of stars, ancient light traveling through the cold of space just to reach your eyes. During these months, the heart of our galaxy rises high above the desert. It is thick with starlight and dark. Mysterious dust lanes imagine floating on that river of light, drifting slowly.
Weightlessly, there is no rush. The stars have been
here for billions of years. They will be here tomorrow. They are patient. They are calm. Feel the vastness
of space above you. It is not empty. It is full of quiet energy,
holding you gently as you lie under this magnificent sky. Feel how small your worries are. They are just tiny specks of dust, blowing away in the desert wind, leaving you light, leaving you free. The desert continues its silent watch. The earth turns, slowly and smoothly. The stars glide across the sky in a slow, eternal dance. Let your mind drift with them. You are a part of this quiet universe. Rest here for a while. Under the darkest, clearest sky on earth, breathe in the starlight, breathe out the day. Sleep is coming closer, and the stars will keep you safe. We leave the dry sands of the Atacama behind, drifting softly across the dark ocean. Moving with the night, we travel further west, to an island nation,
resting quietly in the southern seas.
Arrive in the South Island of New Zealand to take
a breath of this new air. It is cooler here. It carries
the faint scent of fresh water and ancient
mountains. We are standing on the edge of a deep,
calm lake, perhaps Lake Tekapo, or another quiet water in the Mackenzie Basin. The water is perfectly still, like a giant mirror
laid out upon the earth. Look up, the sky here is not just dark, it is protected. This year
is the Aoraki Mackenzie Dark Sky Reserve, one of the largest places on Earth where the darkness is kept safe. There are no bright city lights here, no artificial glow to wash away the
stars. The night is allowed to be true, and
because the darkness is so deep, the light of the universe shines with incredible clarity. Look down at the water. The lake is reflecting the sky above. The stars are not only above you, but below you as well. You are surrounded by them, suspended in a sphere of gentle light. The silhouette of the mountain stands quietly in the distance, guarding this peaceful valley. Listen to the soft sound of the water, a gentle ripple against the shore. It is a slow,
rhythmic sound like the steady breathing of the earth itself. Let your own breathing follow that rhythm, in
and out, calm and slow. Under clear skies in this part of the world, the heavens tell a story. Long before there were telescopes, the indigenous Maori people looked up at this same sky. For them, the stars were not just distant lights, they were a map, a calendar, a connection to their ancestors. When the Maori voyagers sailed across the vast Pacific Ocean, They used the stars to guide their waka, their traditional canoes. The night sky was their compass. They read the rising and setting of specific stars to find their way to this new land.
The stars brought them home. The sky also told them when the
seasons would change, when certain star clusters appeared low on the horizon. It signaled the beginning of a new year, a time to plant, a time to harvest, a time to remember those who had passed on. The stars held the memories of the people. When you look at the sky here, you are looking at a living history, a story written in light, passed down through generations. Feel the deep connection between the earth and the
sky. The people who lived here understood that
we are not separate from the universe. We are a part of it. Just as you are a part of it tonight, you do not need to navigate the oceans. You do not need to read the seasons. Tonight, the stars are simply here to watch over you, to offer you their quiet comfort, to guide you safely into sleep. The lake remains still. The mountains stand silent. The stars continue their slow
journey across the southern sky, and somewhere
among those millions of lights, there are other stories waiting to be told. Stories from other times and other places. Let your mind drift away from the lake. Let it float gently upward into the deep dark sky. We will leave the mountains behind and travel into the stars themselves to find a story written in the northern spring. A story of a queen and her beautiful hair. But for now, just rest. Breathe in the cool night air and let the stillness of the water wash over you.
We leave the reflection on the water. Slowly, gently, we lift our eyes back to the sky, away from the brightest stars, away from the grand rivers of light. We look for something quieter, something smaller, but deeply beautiful. In the spring sky, if you know where to look, there is a faint scattering of stars. It does not form the shape of a mighty animal or a great hunter. It is a soft, delicate cluster, like a faint mist of light against the dark. This is Coma Berenices, the hair of Berenice. It is a quiet constellation. You might not notice it at first glance, but it holds a story of love, of waiting, and of a promise kept. Let your mind drift back in time, thousands of years ago, to the ancient lands of Egypt. The story says there was a queen named Berenice. She was known far and wide for her incredible beauty, but most of all, she was known for her hair, long, golden, and flowing. It was her pride and her most treasured possession. According to legend, her husband, the king, had to leave for a dangerous war. The queen waited in the quiet halls of the palace, watching the sky, waiting for his return. The days were long, and the nights were heavy with worry. In her quiet desperation, the queen made a vow to the gods. She promised that if her husband returned safely, she would give up her most precious possession. She would cut off her beautiful golden hair and offer it as a sacrifice in the temple. Time passed, slowly, as it always does when we wait. But finally, the king returned, safe and victorious. True to her word, the queen cut her flowing hair. She laid it gently on the altar of the temple, a silent thank you to the heavens. But the next morning, the hair was gone. The temple was empty. The king was furious, believing it had been stolen. But the court astronomer, a wise man who spent his life watching the night, stepped forward. He told them to wait for the sun to set, to wait for the dark. When night fell, he pointed up to the sky. There, among the other stars, was a new, soft cluster of light. It is said that the gods were so moved by the queen's sacrifice, they took her hair and placed it among the stars, to shine forever in the dark. A quiet prayer turned into light, a memory preserved in the silence of space. When you look at Coma Berenices, you are not just looking at burning gas and ancient dust. You are looking at a story, a reminder that even the smallest, quietest things can be remembered, that our hopes and our waiting are held gently by the universe. The stars of Berenices' hair still shine tonight, soft and faint. They do not demand your attention. They simply wait for you to notice them. Let their gentle light soothe you. You do not need to hold on to anything tonight. You can let go of your worries, just as the queen let goof her golden hair. Let them drift up into the dark. Let the night hold them for you. The sky is vast, and there are many more stories written in the dark. Stories of ancient travelers and of wandering lights that cross the heavens. Lights that leave a trail of dust, falling softly through the atmosphere. But we will follow those falling stars soon. For now, just rest under the soft, golden light of a queen's memory, safe and quiet in the dark. The stars of Berenices' hair wait patiently in the dark, but the sky is not always still. Sometimes, if you are watching quietly, the night offers a sudden, brief gift, a single line of light drawing itself across the darkness, then fading away. Around this time of year, in some parts of the world, these quiet lights appear more often, usually before dawn. When the night is deepest, they seem to drift from the constellation of Aquarius. We call them the Eta Aquarids. They are not falling stars. They are something much older, much more profound. They are memories of a long journey. Imagine a traveler in the deep cold of space, a traveler made of ice and rock and dust, Halley's Comet. For billions of years, this comet has been circling our sun, traveling far out into the dark and then returning, drawn back by the warmth of the light. It takes about 76 years to complete one journey, one long, slow breath in the life of the solar system. As the comet travels, it leaves a faint trail of dust behind it, a river of tiny particles floating in the emptiness. Every year, our Earth passes through this invisible river, and when those tiny pieces of ancient dust touch our atmosphere, they glow, just for a moment, a brief, beautiful spark before they are gone. That is what a meteor is, a piece of a comet's journey, meeting the end of its path in our sky. Long ago, when people looked up and saw a comet, they were afraid, a sudden, strange light with a long tail appearing without warning. They believed it was an omen, a sign of bad luck, or a message from angry gods. The sky was supposed to be perfect and unchanging. A comet broke that perfection, but the fear slowly faded as we learned to understand the sky. In the year 1705, an astronomer named Edmund Halley looked at the records of the past. He saw that a certain comet had appeared in 1531, then again in 1607, and again in 1682. He realized they were not different comets. They were the same, one returning again and again, like a faithful friend. He predicted it would return once more, and it did. It was no longer a terrifying omen. It was a part of the natural rhythm of the universe, a clockwork traveler moving through the dark. The dust from Halley's comet has been floating in space for longer than we can imagine. When you see an Eta Aquarid meteor, you are seeing a piece of history, a tiny fragment of ice and stone that has traveled further than any human has ever gone, and it ends its journey here as a gentle light in your night sky. Think about the long, slow journey of that comet moving through the quiet dark. There is no rush. There is no urgency. Just a steady, peaceful orbit. Let your own thoughts slow down to match that rhythm. You do not need to hurry. You do not need to worry about tomorrow. The universe has all the time in the world. Watch the quiet lights falling in your mind. Soft and silent, drifting down, fading into the dark. Let yourself drift with them down into the quiet, down into the peace of the night. The light of the meteor fades away, leaving only the quiet, dark. The journey is over. The night is still, again. There is nothing more to learn tonight, nothing more to remember. You can let go of the stories, let go of the distant places, let go of the stars. You have traveled far, and now it is time to rest. Take one last, slow breath in and let it out. Let your body sink deeper into the quiet. Feel the heaviness in your arms, in your legs. Your mind is slowing down, becoming as calm as the silent lake. The universe is vast, but you do not need to hold it. It holds you. You are safe here, under the open sky, protected by the darkness, watched over by the ancient light. The stars will stay. They will keep turning, slowly, through the night. They do not need you to stay awake. They simply offer their peace. Let the darkness wrap around you, soft, warm, comforting. Drift away into the quiet, into the dark. There is only peace now. Only rest, sleep well under the stars. Good night.